So I said in my previous videos I wanted to try to make a underwater forest. I really like the 3D effect that they have, and I couldn't really think of a way to mount the wood standing vertically. I was gonna drill some holes in some slate and then screw it in, but I didn't like the idea. Plus I didn't have enough slate and I didn't feel like buying any. So I had a little bit of extra pond shield. So I had this idea. Let's see if it works. I would just cover the bottoms in pond shield, because silicone does stick to pond shield. Then maybe I could just silicone them in. And then hopefully with the rock work that I have, they'll stand up just fine. But only time will tell. I had quarter of a kit left. So I covered the bottom of these. And then all the extra I just splattered everywhere. I mean, the inside of the tank is done. So, I mean, I just smothered everything else I could. Even this is still sitting on its face. See, the top has runs. I don't care. It's the top back. You're never gonna see that. But it's super thick. So, let's see if this works. Hopefully it does. So this is what I came up with. As you can see in the pictures, I got those branches to stand up. I don't know how well they'll hold up. So I just smothered the pond shield on, and then I put the silicone on, let it dry overnight. They seemed pretty good. The ones that were really uneven, I leaned against this tank itself. I used my favorite substrate, which is kitty litter. I love that stuff. You have to get special kitty litter from Walmart. It's 100% natural clay, non-clumping, no fragrances. And that's what I use in my 90. So today is the water test. I'm very nervous. This will look good once it starts growing some algae. I think it'll look really nice. I have a bad habit of the first time, whenever I aquascape a tank, however it is, the first time I put stuff in, I leave it. It's just how I am. I don't keep going back and forth. But it works pretty well like that. Alright. Now is the water test. And I'm going to video it so you can see, you can share the anxiety with me. All right, here we go. Step 1 of the water test complete. Just as I did the 350, I fill it till it's about, I don't know, 2 inches above the viewing window. I do this because if it leaks, I don't want 200 gallons leaking out, little at a time. So I'll leave this for a couple hours, and then I'll add more, another 4 inches, and just check all around, mainly on the floor. The garage has a bevel or a slight grade on the floor that it would leak out here. Ask me how I know. See, I had to shim it. The front, I had to shim the shit out of the front. Like I said, the garage has a bevel, which is good. So if there's any leaks, it'll be out here in a couple hours. That kitty litter will make the pond, the water very cloudy. Obviously, you know, I just put water in, it's gonna look like shit. Got to scrape that off. This little, remember what I said about this extra bit that came out of the front whenever you secure the acrylic in place? Well, I'll take a razor blade and run straight, just straight, almost touching the acrylic, and then I can peel all that out. But I'm not doing that yet. Water test now. I'm really curious if those branches in there are gonna stay vertical. They were not waterlogged, so that'll be fighting against me also. But this is gonna be a pretty sweet tank. It does not look very big in the pictures. Let me try to do a comparison. 90 gallon, 200 gallon. See how far out from the wall this comes? See, the 90 gallon's way over there. Let's see if I can see it like that. There we go. Stand right next to it. See a comparison. They're gonna share this sump. All those fish will be coming in here. As soon as the water test is good, I'll do the plumbing. And the fish can go directly over, no need to cycle it. It's sharing the same sump. This will be good. All right, I'll report back in a couple hours. All right, success, no leaks. If there are, they're so tiny that I can't even notice, but no leaks that I can see. I've been looking around the tank left and right. I haven't finished the plumbing, so I didn't fill it up all the way. Obviously, I don't want to pour out into the ground or the floor. So you can see the acrylic has this little haze. That's because of the temperature difference. My hose busted. I had one of those cheap Chinese flexible hoses and it busted, of course. So I had to fill it with water downstairs, which was cold. So you can see condensation. So I'll have this heater in there. It's going to help heat things up. And then once I run it with that system, it'll be all fine and dandy. But in the meantime, tonight I'm gonna go get the plumbing, the piping, I still gotta paint. This still has the first coat of paint. I still have to trim this extra silicone. I still have to, see, I have to clean the inside. I got a little impatient, I guess. I'm gonna put a little piece of black molding down here to hide that gap where you can see bare wood. But the next video will be, I guess I'll record me moving the fish. I don't know how exciting that'll be. But the next video will for sure be the reveal, a finished product. So stay tuned if you want to see the finished tank. If you don't, then I guess don't stay tuned. I want to give a shout out to all 14 of my subscribers. I love you guys. All right, see ya.